Looks like we are recording. Let us begin the slideshow. This is the Bug Tracker. Very creative name, I know. Created in fall 2021 by yours truly. For a little bit of background on the Bug Tracker itself, the concept of it is very commonly used, surprisingly enough. Just the act of writing down issues and then organizing them, I personally didn't think about that too much until we got into this bug tracker. So I honestly had a lot of fun learning to create this while coming to grips with Node as well as React most recently. Now, for a little background on myself, I usually shy away from long term projects. Like, if I can't knock out in a day, I generally don't even start. But through this project, I learned to stick with bigger things to create something truly impressive. That is a skill I'm sure I will be able to apply later in life. This project has gone through several different iterations, as I honestly found myself fairly lost, since I haven't done many projects in the long term. I didn't really plan it out. I just kind of went with what looked good. And needless to say, this caused a lot of problems down the line that I had to address. Many a all-nighter was pulled for this one. So I know for next time to actually formulate a plan. Now, as mentioned before, there are similar projects out in the world. This one on GitHub, this was recently put on my radar in the hackathon not long ago. So how this works is you add a task, and then you can put it in a column. So what I have here is 3 columns, 1 task for each. But that's just a very basic application of this. And I actually went with something a little bit different. But before we get into my project, let's move on to someone else's. Jira. It is honestly similar to GitHub. Like, users can create issues and organize them by column, just as you would on GitHub. But this version is a lot more powerful with roles and permissions. So only certain people within certain roles can interact with certain issues, which I find to be fairly interesting. I'll have to look more into that later. And now we are on my humble little bug tracker. It's like the basic that can be applied to anything. Like, you can customize this to suit pretty much anything you need to. The aesthetic I went with was something of an underwater feel. I feel like I did that pretty well, though I do want to go in and give a little polish. Let's go ahead and get on with the demo over on Heroku. So here we have the admin at fakegoogle.com and just the simple password, and as we log in, you could see the search bug function, which I honestly never got to implement effectively. Like, the text box is here, but it's not. I do need to work this out. So we go into the bug list. Let's just go into the first one, assigned to Kagura Mutsuki. For anyone who knows who that is, you are amazing. And we should totally be friends. And that dumps us onto this bug editor. You can see what we can change the title. Let's just go new title. For its description, we can leave the description. It's in all caps. You know it's good if it's in all caps. And steps to reproduce. Steps! Save edits. New title. Go back to the list. You can see it's been changed. But that's not all. You can decide maybe Kagura is not fit for the job. So you'll switch over to Axel. And assign it to Axel Low. Maybe he can do something about it. You can also close the bug through here, which is honestly a feature that it's kind of grown on me. At first I was dubious about putting this on if I'm putting in personal preferences. But I think it's actually really convenient. So press the confirm button. We have opened the bug. Let's close it. Close it. It should show up here. Yes, it's closed, but that is a bug I got worked out. A bug on a tracker for bugs. That's kind of funny. And here we just have comments. Lots of comments by our boy, Admin Adminson, as I really wanted to make sure I got this right. You can even add a new comment. Here is another comment. You can post this. It will show up here. But we'll have to reload it. That's yet another bug. We're off to a pretty smooth start. And another one we created 10 hours ago. Now this is still in development. I do plan on adding to this, like, for example, this button is very big, and honestly, it sticks out like a really, really sore thumb. And we have a similar deal on the user list. It says, say we have Don Carter here. Here we can change even the password, but only the admin can. We can change given name, family name. So say you want to replace me entirely. And I mean entirely, like there's no trace of this Don Wesley. You could put, say, hang on. This is an option. This is very much an option. Please excuse my horrendous typing skills. And so we save edits. User Jin Kazama has been updated. Look into the user list. You can see that I am no longer here. This here looks to be a bug. No, it was user error. It was user error. Go back into user. There we go. Now he's in here. So, this was the issue tracker project, which I honestly had a lot of fun with, but especially towards the end, I can't help feeling like I was rushing through it. Honestly, I kind of pulled an all-nighter trying to get this done. Like, I did not sleep last night, but that's besides the point. I do want to go in and really iron it out, see if I can make it truly impressive. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this little presentation. I hope I was able to give you a little chuckle as well. And again, thank you for your time.